tuwan-tuwa ako noon. So, he gave me 10. Sabi ko, Dad, 10. Sabi niya, hindi, isa lang dyan na sa'yo. Yung siyam, ibenta mo.
Wow.
So, ganon. So, elementary.
At a very young age.
At a very young age, I was in school. I was playing with my toy. And lahat ng mga kita, uy, ang ganda niya na. Tapos, saan mo nakuha? Ito, meron pa, oh. Ganyan. And then I would sell it, no? So, that's how it was, you know. Even,
high school?
Well, ganun din, no? But actually, I found that I enjoyed the interaction more than the money.
Okay.
Sa family namin, the entrepreneurial one was really my brother. I'm more of the active imagination guy. I was into comic books, drawing, alam mo na, yung mga creative, yung mga geek na na ganyan. I'm a frustrated advertising creative guy ako. Hindi lang ako natuloy dun sa career na yan. So ngayon medyo sumisingit-singit.
Was that the course you took in
No,
college?
it wasn't. Funny thing was, when I entered college, I took biology. No?
Now the story becomes even weird.
Ayun, but when I realized that I could not spell adenocorticotropic hormone,
What was that again? Sorry?
Adenocorticotropic hormone.
Okay, proceed.
Ayun. Hindi ko ma-spell eh. So sabi ko, ayoko na sa biology. No? So lumipat ako. I went to MFI, Management of Financial Institutions. Ang hirap din. I finally ended up, I shifted 3 times. I ended up in marketing.
Wow,
So marketing management. And
like
I loved it,
tour.
you know. It was close to, ganun na rin eh. Advertising and marketing.
The closest.
So I ended up in marketing.
What I didn't understand was, since you're coming from an entrepreneur family, why is it that they allowed you to take something else? And why would you want yourself to take something else?
Hindi, ganun naman. I was free to choose what I wanted. I was free to choose what I wanted. But you know,
Why biology?
I wanted to be a doctor. That time. That time. Ako, ewan ko but if there are young people watching right now, you're never sure naman eh. You know, what you take. I mean, you don't know what you want to be in high school. Nagbabago-bago yan eh. You know? Actually, even when I graduated, nagbabago-bago rin naman eh. Diba?
Have you had an experience in corporate life?
Yeah, I had. Our family business was really automotives. We make Jeep bodies that we export to the US and to Europe. Yung mga Renegade type, Willys type. So, when I graduated, for my for experience, talagang I went corporate. And since automotive kami, I went to the automotive industry. So, Toyota ako pumasok.
Right.
So,
you were like employed
my
for
first
a while?
job was in Toyota, in the parts department, in the factory. No?
It's like
pero may ROI yun, may ROI yun. That's where I met my wife. Eh. So,
whoa, probably, regardless of the pay.
But it was a good training ground. After Toyota, I went to Honda for car sales.
Is it like a spy job or something? Like
Di naman. No, I was very open. I told the interviewee that time, sabi ko, you know, we're into the automotive industry also, but this is what I have to offer.
Okay, so probably they saw something.
Oh naman, they hired me, and but of course I learned a lot from those experiences.
And then you got back to the
I went back to our family business after about a year or two. Yun, so pumasok na ako doon sa MD1, our family business. But I noticed that I had a lot of time in my hands, and I was still very, excited to do other things.
Okay, so did that give birth to Binalot?
Oo, ganun nangyari doon. Kasi we had a lot of time in our hands, so I went to my brother. Sabi ko, Raf, my brother's name is Rafi. Sabi ko, Raf, bukas tayo ng negosyo. It was very natural for us, even in college kasi. Ewan ko, nagkaroon ng coup d'etat dati si Cory Aquino in December, no? Gumawa kami ng t-shirt noon. That was the year when they had the great earthquake in San Francisco. And they had this nice shirt, no? Na nakalagay, I survived the earthquake. Ginaya namin yun, no? Yung design lang, no? Kasi wala namang earthquake noon panahon na yun sa Pilipinas. But ginawa namin, I survived the coup d'etat.
Okay.
Tapos may mga baril-baril na ganyan.
And you actually earned from it?
Oh yeah, we sold it in school. It sold like hotcakes kasi Christmas eh. So we sold it and it even reached the provinces. So that was my first entrepreneurial venture talaga na.
Why in food business? I saw that growing up you never had, an interest in food. And then suddenly you're flagship now, and I mean, you are...
It's funny, tama ka. I didn't have a lot of interest in food when I was young kasi I was actually thin when I was young.
Okay,
No, but
that explains.
no, but anyway, yun nga yun. When I wanted to put up a business, tingin na kami ng brother ko. Sabi ko, anong gagawin natin? Sabi ko, alam ko na, restaurant na lang. Tingin na kami, mukha kaming busog pareho.
Okay.
So, sabi ko, siguro pag ako magbenta ng food, people will believe me. Because I look like I eat what I sell.
Okay, so
And then sabi niya, anong gawin natin na concept? Sabi ko, naalala mo before when our mom used to wrap our food in banana leaves when we go to our farm in Cavite. We had a little farm in Cavite with my dad. My mom would wrap all our food in banana leaves. And when we'd eat it, talagang ubos lahat. No? Kasi mas masarap eh. Kapag nasa dahon. So sabi ko, ganun na lang. That's what we do. No? And then it started out as a delivery concept muna.
Okay, so wala kang standalone
Walang stores.
You call us, we deliver.
Yeah, guerrilla operation nga eh.
Right.
No, nobody knew where we were.
Right. So this is not the persistent belief of our Filipino friends out there who would need this place and this space so they can start a business. Mali yun.
It's not true. I wouldn't say na may mali o tama, kasi usually iba-iba naman yan, depende rin But from my experience,
it didn't apply.
If you want to start a business, you can start with the resources available to you lang. Hindi naman kailangan umutang ka ng maraming pera sa bangko, ganyan-ganyan. Meron nga akong concept, yung COD.
COD?
When you're starting a business, COD muna, care of daddy. Umutang ka muna kay daddy, or something, or kay COM, kay mami, kay lola, COL.
Sa'yo, COB ba sa'yo?
Nung una, hindi. When the first investment I put in Binalot was 10,000 pesos. I got 5 investors, so 50,000 pesos.
Right.
But that was my life savings after college.
Okay.
So, masakit yun, masakit din yun pag yun mawala, But when it was growing, nag-COD na ako because yung nag-delivery kami, we needed motorbike. So, sabi ko sa dad ko, Dad, pautang nga naman.
And your dad saw that it's working.
Oh, yeah.
How would you know, or did you even think about the Binalot concept working? Did you have that kind of
Well, of course, when you start a business, there's always a vision in mind,
Right.
So I always imagine it to be growing, more branches, ganyan-ganyan. And that happened kasi I visualized it, But, it's funny because it was never really for the money. I wanted to form something, to build an organization. And we were successful in doing that.
Right. And before we go for a commercial break, you are not doing it for the money alone. You have these communities, and you got an international award, a UPS award, which happens only once every 100 years.
Yes.
For doing this advocacy of helping a community by giving them employment.
Yes.
Not even employment, business opportunity. So that lahat po ng dahon nila ay kinukuha sa supplier.
Yes.
Na yung supplier ay yung kanyang community.
Yes.
What gave you that concept?
Well, it all, maraming advocacy ang Binalot, And as I said, money since the start didn't really turn me on. But yun nga, advocacy, we're environment friendly. We're the only fast food concept, I guess, na biodegradable ang packaging namin kasi dahon ng saging eh.
Meron na yata lumabas.
Baka meron, Baka meron. But kami yung nauna at kami yung persistent pa rin about it. And of course, we support our community. Yung community, nagsimula yan because of a tragedy. Merong isang catastrophe dati, yung Milenyo na typhoon. Naubos yung dahon ng saging sa Luzon. So we looked for the source. When we found the source, we decided to adopt that community.
Right.
But because of that, also, we were able, nagka-good karma kami. So we've had a lot of awards, yung UPS award, yung Anvil award, and the very recent is the IACRA, the Intel AIM Corporate Responsibility Award.
Wow, interesting. But what was the most painful experience that you've had in doing this business? When we come back, you're going to answer the question. After talking about the native food of this Binalot, we're going to pause for a very short commercial, and when we come back, the multi-talented dancer, singer, speaker, youth leader, whatever she is, the way Filipino dining. Let's listen to Ana Periquet when we come back.